This one West world.
One West world. West world. West world. West world.
This one West world.
I guess I should ride with Lex.
Talk about man. Oh, it's all. Yo, it's about time, so no curses to our enemies. You can try to run where you going, it's your destiny. You gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to do, you get another legacy.
It's gotta do the shit. When I do it carefully. You can lose everything you own over jealousy. When I met her, I ain't never sweat her, I just let her breathe. See you down, keep my foot on you, that's not my pedigree. At your throat, I done took her oath, I pray I never leave. I'm a different guy, you're surprised, tucked in my sleeve. Boy, you fucking stupid, soldier seat for some bloody beef. True nation, cut the conversation, better keep it brief.
It's about time, so no curses to our enemies. You can try to run where you going, it's your destiny. You gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy.
It's about time, send the curses to them enemies. You can try to run where you going, this your destiny. Fusion gotta fall, never rise, that's a melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy. It's about time, send the curses to them enemies. You can try to run where you going, this your destiny. Fusion gotta fall, never rise, that's a melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy. They don't wanna know, we tell them, they just won't believe. It's about the journey, I ain't worried, moving at my speed. Saying we ain't much to be desired, gotta disagree. Learn one of mine, then we spinning like rotisserie. Go against the odds, I'm ready, it's another victory. Cut different, niggas moving foul, where the referee. Moving like the military, something they ain't never seen. One West world for the people, this is what they need.
It's about time, so no curses to our enemies. You can try to run where you going, it's your destiny. You gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy.
It's about time, send the curses to them enemies. You can try to run where you going, this your destiny. Music gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy. It's about time, send the curses to them enemies. You can try to run where you going, this your destiny. Music gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy.
That John back. That's that John, man. Y'all ain't already know, man. That's Officer Barzal Raw. You understand? With car. You understand? Barzal Raw Legacy, man. Run that John back. Yeah, shoot, let that rock. Shoot. One Westworld. Y'all already know what it is.
One Westworld. One Westworld. Let's get it. Don't be sure, tell them make sure. If not, we gon' make more. Clips say it hold 20, but I think it could take more. Grab a stick, fire on your camp, we gon' make s'mores. I ain't satisfied with my spot, then I'ma take yours. No matter how many roadblocks in my way, I'ma break forward. This path I'm on is so damn narrow, I just stay forward. Put them on my plate, I'm never full, I just ate more. Put them on my plate, I'm never full, give me 8 more. Nigga, I don't sugarcoat shit, bitch, I'm straightforward. Don't give a fuck if they don't let me in, I just break doors. Ballin' so hard, they asking what team that I play for. Scammer who? They ain't stop making guns when they made yours. Sick with it. Feeling like I woke up with stage 4. They ain't want the piece loose, but they opened up the cage for. Endure the pain, been through hard times is what I'm made for. Paid my dues, never left a wage, I just rage raw. Many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world. Got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
Still against all enemies. In high school, you was the man that's lost memory shit. Lost energy, never lost my energy. Never lose control, never losing. Dog, I plan to keep you lose your mind where I'm from. I ain't talking from what you say. I never lost soul, losing time. Wait to steady facing, walk track, I'm on that. You pray to God, hoping he can save you. But the power about war, and that's a different angle. This another lost cause, and I'm just adding to the list. They not seeing me for that reason. Got a flash on the grip. Nigga, big
what I mean,
They gon'
ladies,
judge me
man.
by my
So,
increase, and
man,
I'ma
I'm
keep
gonna
stepping
give
in these
y'all
joys to the
the game,
increase.
give
Just got off
y'all
the phone with
spill,
Jacob,
man,
and he said
versus
it's time to shine.
any
Certified,
scriptures
blue dot,
on
put
how
it on you,
we
now you
get with
verified.
man.
One West world,
It's a
bigger than World War III. Do not sleep, it's not cheap, and it's still top 3.
So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world. Got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
Came on boats and then chains. So when I get rich, I'ma grab a boat and 10 chains with 12 ribs from each tribe. And each rib gonna have at least 3 kids. Yeah, I'ma have the deep squad. Been rapping since knee high. Now a nigga shack size. Spit that holy fire. When you hear it, you get baptized. One West world, yeah, you niggas know the logo. And I'ma bust it down so the haters see the globo. Let's have a feast. Let's shine on our enemies. Right in their face. Let's blind all our enemies. Cause now we have, but we come from half not. Throw that cash on the ground, my nigga, let's cast lots. I started from the bottom, birthed out of mud, raised by gangsters, turned by the thug, I ain't give a fuck. Burnt out I was from hitting licks in and out and selling nicks in the drought.
So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world. Got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
All right, y'all. Let's step it up. All right, we cut it. Get that tab. Get everybody on that tab. Play it up. I'm big on the screen. All right, most high in Christ, man. You already know what it is, man. ISUPK. It's the biblical law class. ISUPK Philly, ISUPK Trent, man. We're going live right now. You understand? It's the ISUPK. Started out at 1 West on 25th Street, Harlem, New York. We are Undercommanded Junior and Honda. We've been teaching the truth since 1969, showing blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, so-called black, Hispanic, Native Americans, the truth of this Bible. I want to start off with getting Romans 12:2. In order for you to truly understand this Bible, to truly understand what is going on in your life, what is going on around you, how to exit the matrix, how not to be succumb to the devices of this world, you got to understand this one thing, right? One, you are an Israelite. If you are so-called black, Hispanic, Native American, you are an Israelite. Nobody else can call themselves an Israelite but the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That is truth. Okay? You got what I asked for?
Okay.
Let's get it.
Romans chapter 12, verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
And be not conformed to this world.
Be not what?
Be conformed to this world.
The reason why we have issues in the relationship department is because we are conformed to this world. Read it again.
And be not conformed to this world.
Be not conformed to this world. That is so much game right there that it might go over your head. Like, you got to be able to pick up what the Lord is putting down for us, man. You understand? If you really want you're a good man, you really want you're a good woman, stop going to this red pill content, thinking that they're going to show you how to pick someone good. Now, is some of the things that they putting down as official? Yes. All right, but a lot of times they don't really show you what the Most High wants you to understand. This is what the Most High wants you to understand. In order for you to have the complete family, you must keep his commandments, and that's it. Because I'll tell you this, okay, let's say you get a good woman, she listens to you, you know what I mean? You get a good man, he's understanding, he's a leader. Okay, boom, got money and all that, right? You have all that, but the value of nothing because you're not serving God. So your children is not going to know that they're Israelites and know their customs, because even though you got that good relationship, you're still going to celebrate Christmas. You're still going to celebrate Thanksgiving. You're still going to celebrate Easter, your birthdays, when all of those things is against God. Read it again.
And be not conformed
Be
to
not
this
what?
world.
Be not what?
Conformed to this world.
Go ahead.
But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Well, wait, you got to renew your mind. A lot of us go into these relationships with baggage. My mom say you carry around that bag that you try to sew up and you try to put duct tape on. You understand that bag, lady? You understand? You brothers, man. you carrying around that luggage bag that got is holes is all in it. You have to change yourself. If you truly, especially in 2023, this truth is what we need. Yeah, turn that off. Turn that off, yo. Is that the walkie-talkie or is that the computer?
I think that's the walkie-talkie.
All right, no sweat. So if you go inside the Bible, you'll see what the Most High wants you to do. You'll see how the Most High wants you to think, how to operate. You can bring it up here. I'll take it up here if you don't know how to. Everyone just like the video a lot. Yeah, go ahead, man. Like this video, man. Everybody like the video. You understand? Because everything that I'm giving y'all is true, right?
Please change battery.
Oh my gosh! Shut up.
Let me take it to the back.
I'm about to throw it across the world. That's all I'm about to do. I think I turned it off. All right, we're good. So, whole lot of sauce. Shout out to Officer Quad Design, man. We on TikTok too. Hey, man, shout out to everybody that been supporting ISUPK Trenton on TikTok, man. We done got over 2 million views. We got over 5,000, 6,000 followers within a month, man, because of the content that we bringing out is heavy. But we also bringing out heavy content on that YouTube. Make sure that you subscribe to ISUPK Trenton YouTube, man, because we bringing out all types of stuff. Y'all like the exposed videos? We got those. You know, we giving game. We showing you your culture according to God is real. Let's get back to the scripture. Romans 12:2.
Romans chapter 12, verse 2. And be not conformed to this world.
Be not conformed to this world. You cannot try to serve white Jesus and think that you're going to have a good relationship. Now, again, you might have, some prosperity. You might make money and stuff like that, but your identity is forever going to be lost in white Jesus, right? Bye-bye. No sweat. I gave you 200 likes. Thank you, Viral. I appreciate it, man. Shout out to you. You understand? Serving white Jesus is going to destroy your family. I'm going to tell you why. Because the doctrine of white Jesus, first off, that's Caesar Borgia, okay? That is not the real Jesus. Jesus was a black man. I know that hurt a lot of feelings. It might make you feel good, whatever. The truth shall set you free. Jesus was a black man. They always say, oh, he was olive color. You know that there is black olives, right? It sounds like it's so crazy, right? When it comes down to a criminal, right? It comes down to a criminal. If you say his skin was like burnt into burned brass, you know what they're gonna say? Is he black? So why the greatest man that ever walked this earth, when we say his feet was like up to burned brass, he had to probably be like Arabian, Middle Eastern, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's crazy. But if you carry on the mindset of the beast, that's the beast, right? The beast is Christianity, right? If you serve that, your relationships is going to fail. You think that being married is you walking down the aisle and the man on his knee, on bended knee for you, that relationship is going to fail. Look up the records. Marriages don't last. Relationships don't last no more in 2023, right? Am I lying? No, go look it up, right? And who's the one that's getting a divorce? You done paid all that money for that ring, right? How much them rings, Matamya? Say one more time.
300.
300. 300 what? $300 for a ring?
Oh, for a ring? Oh.
Yeah, I'm talking about for the ring.
Man, I don't know.
The ring, brother. Ooh wee. Let me tell you something. The ring itself is running you like 10 G's. You're gonna be paying off the ring even after, the marriage. Let's talk about the wedding. The wedding. Ooh wee. You're spending about $6K, no less than $5K. And I'm being anybody on TikTok about 50-11. Good night. You know what I'm saying? He said 50-11. I don't know what that means, but hey, He know his numbers. You know what I mean? Shout out to Corey. You know what I mean? Them numbers ain't easy. And you spend all that money, all that time, and all that energy, and because you are buying into the white Jesus mindset, you understand, celebrating American holidays and living an American nightmare, what happens is you're going to marry that woman. You never really understood that woman from the get-go. Now when you marry that woman, you know what's going to happen? She's going to leave you because she's not happy. She's going to leave you because she went to be on another ride. And that's what's happening to a lot of you brothers. Look at Kiki Palmer, right? No, that's how many times I've been to the club. Okay. All right, no sweat. You know what I mean? Shout out to the club. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All jokes aside, what are you talking about? I'm showing people how to pick the right person according to the Bible. How to pick you a man, how to pick you a woman. Heterosexual lifestyle only in this class. All right. So, boom. You do all of that just for that woman to leave you because you bought into a lifestyle that is not for us. All right. Let's read that scripture again.
Come. Romans chapter 12, verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
And be not conformed to this world.
Be not what?
Conform to this world.
Be not conformed to this world. Give me Genesis chapter 24 and verse 67. I'm going to show you in the Bible that sex is marriage. All these red pill contents, let me tell you how hypocritical they are, right? They will tell you a woman, oh, she's wrong because she got all those bodies. She accumulated all those bodies and she got all them kids. You know what they don't tell men? To not go out and have sex with all of these women. They are literally promoting a man to have sex with women all around the world, right? That's good. But at the same time, are we going to bash women that is giving up the box because we fit their criteria of casual sex? Do that make sense? Like Fresh and Fit, they want to debate somebody. First off, Fresh and Fit clearly had to start taking notes out of a textbook of some influencer. They'll tell you. You understand what I'm saying? Like in the ISUPK, we get our game from the Lord. That's why we can have multiple wives. And none of them are 304s. None of them are women that walk the streets. You get what I'm saying? They are not promiscuous women, right? Women that's in ISUPK, they don't have a man that is chasing promiscuous women. They're not chasing the woman. We don't chase nothing, not even liquor in here. You dig what I'm saying? Because while we are men of the Lord, we have standards. You brothers and sisters got to have standards. And women in the ISUPK, they have standards. Men in the ISUPK have standards. And our standards are a little bit more extreme because we really love and serve the Lord. We really represent Christ, his kingdom, his rulership on the face of the earth. Every Black Hispanic need to operate like that. But do we operate like that? No, because while we are at war, right? And that's one thing that we have to understand, that every Black, Hispanic, and Native American is at war. You're at war with yourself, and you are at war with Satan. You are at war with other nations, either you like it or not. I know a lot of Black people, Hispanic, Native Americans, want to say, oh, man, we got to stop complaining and stop worrying about the past and stuff like that. Then why can't we tell the Jewish man to stop worrying about the past? Why can't we tell America not to worry about the past? The past help you navigate your future. I know that the truth about Thanksgiving, so I would never celebrate it. I know the truth about birthdays, so I would never celebrate it. I know the truth about Easter. I will never celebrate it. I know that my ancestors were unalived because they didn't want to eat pork out of the Greek dishes, out of that plate that they sent around to us Israelites. when the Israelites was under the Greek captivity, we didn't eat the swine and we was unalive for it. That's in the Bible. See, knowing your history actually pays off. But places like Florida right now passed a bill to alter the black history lessons in schools because first they was going against critical race theory. They're like, oh no, 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 no. But if you actually look at the history of Florida, they have the most, people that hang from ropes that gets unalived. They have the world, the state record. Okay. So that's one thing we gotta understand. We are at war, and our relationships have to be the most heaviest pact on the face of the earth. Read what you got.
Genesis chapter 24, verse 22. And it came to pass, as the camels had done drinking, that the man took a golden earring of half a shekel weight. And
is that 24, Genesis 24 and 67?
Oh, 67. So
Yeah. What?
Genesis chapter 24, 67. And Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent and took Rebekah, and she became his wife. And he loved her. And Isaac was comforted after his mother's death.
Read that from the top again.
Genesis chapter 24, verse 67.
Now, I'm going to show you everybody that think that you need to go and, go spend thousands of dollars. Now, again, there's nothing wrong with doing a ceremony. It is an Israelite custom. It is an Israelite tradition. But for you to say that, oh, well, I'm married, we got to, Keke Palmer, I think I got sidetracked. Keke Palmer said, if you ain't married to me, you can't tell me what to do. And a lot of women were saying that. You women that say that is the reason why you are alone. The reason why you got a lot of condoms on your wall. You follow me? Like, just think about it like this. I'm going to tell your sister something, right? Let me tell you how to value yourself. If you can, in your head, see a room with a wall, right? Big, nice wall. Would you rather have one picture with that man's contraceptive on it that he used, or would you like to have 50 on that wall? Which one would you rather have? 50 pictures or one picture? God wants you to have one picture and one picture only. But in today's society, because we are at war with principalities, we are at war with other nations, and also a spiritual war, we believe that being free sexually is a good thing. And that's not a good thing, because now our children is paying for it. When you about to get into a relationship, or you think about being in a relationship, you need to think about your children. You need to think about, okay, I want my children to have a better household than I had. What do I mean by that? Most of us didn't grow up with mom and dad in the house, right? Never got to see mom actually be loved by our own fathers. It was either we seen her getting hit, having sex with many other guys and they coming and going, or she sat on alone, or she might have get into a relationship with somebody else, but it ain't that good, right? We want to have our children be able to have a better experience than us, right? Mom and dad at home. So we got to think like that, because see, with all the war that been put against us, see, everybody gonna say, oh man, black people not oppressed. Let me tell you something. Child support is oppression. The welfare movement was oppression. The abortion movement by Margaret Sanger was oppression, right? The drugs being put in our communities throughout the 70s and 80s was oppression. That was all warfare. But see, we think how our enemies want us to think. They want us to have our mind inside the matrix. But having your mind inside the matrix never benefit us. Because now, if you look inside the cities of Trenton, as you look inside the city of Philadelphia, what is the children doing? Mass unaliving one another. They getting high off of numerous drugs. Most of these guys don't even know that it's fentanyl in the marijuana, that it's fentanyl in the pills. They don't know how to tell which one is which. All someone got to do is sell you that drug, and it can be whatever. Someone can sit up there and compress those pills. How do I know? Because I used to be in the life before I changed my life, of course. I knew about the compressing. I knew about how people make the weed stronger, or what they call in the streets the gas, the killer, whatever you want to call it, stronger. So if we not realizing and understanding, and anybody online, if you have any questions or statements, feel free. We interact here. If you get any comments or any questions, let me know. You know what I'm saying? That goes for you, TikTok too. If you got any statements or questions, whatever, let us know. We're gonna read it out. All right. And if you got any questions, I answer. Even if you disagree, say like, yo, dude, you wrong. You dead wrong. What the hell you doing? Boom, boom. Say whatever you gotta say. Right? So boom. But all of these things that are against us, this right here, what we about to read, is going to show you how to prevent our children, because most of it is already damaged goods. Let's be honest. We we bought into the ideology of this world. You understand? And now we done smoked everything, drunk everything, took everything, had sex with numerous people. But we can also change and become a new person and get a clean slate with the Lord. All right. I got one comment. It said, many of you symbols are Judaic. Is your religion? It ain't no religion. Being an Israelite is not a religion. It's a bloodline. It's right. The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the 12 tribes of Israel. It is our culture. It's not no religion. It's not no Judaism. It's none of that. It's you being an Israelite, stating your pedigree. Either you from the 12 tribes of Israel, or which one are you? I'm from the tribe of Judah. We got 2 Judites in here. We got all the tribes that dwells in the, we got all the tribes in the ISUPK. You understand? This ain't no star back here. This is a signet, a shield, a representation of King David's throne. Right. Who said was going to sit on King David's throne? Yahweh Shah Mashiach. That's right. Everybody know in the world as Jesus Christ. Right. All right. And this is what Jesus Christ also taught. Read what you got.
Genesis chapter 24, verse 67. Mm-hmm. And Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent.
It said that he brought her into Sarah into his mother's tent, right? We're gonna figure out what is being married. What makes you married? Go ahead.
And took Rebecca.
You understand? I know a lot of sickos thinking that this is, oh yeah, he took it by force. No, man. You know what I'm saying? Like if a brother say, yeah, man, you know what I mean? You know, I bagged shorty. Does that mean I put her in the bag? No. Understand context. Understand how we speak. All right. And again, you're talking about black people, talking about Hispanics and Native Americans. We create slang in the world. Who started capping? Right? We started saying, yo, man, you capping. You fraud. Like we put a spin on everything. That's how you know that we are the salt of the earth. Like if you actually, I'm gonna get to your Ian culture. I'm gonna get to your question, right? We blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans are the salt of the earth. That's why they came and enslaved the Negroes, because we had many trades. They knew that. They said, yo, they got many trades over there. They know how to build. They got a long history of building. And how do you know that? Well, look at America. You understand? Look at what the blacks, Hispanics done in America and everywhere else that we've been at. Black people helped make we was the ones that created automobiles, the ones that programmed the cell phones and video games. It was our creations. If it wasn't for us making the foundational tools and necessities to be able to create all of this technology, 5G towers and all of that, then if it wasn't for us, it wouldn't be here. You understand? We'd still be hunting and gathering. You understand? So, boom. So it said that he took her. Go ahead.
God. And she became his wife.
She what?
And she became his wife.
It didn't say that Isaac didn't get on bended knee. He didn't give her no ring. He said, listen, baby, I want you to be my wife. It's going to be me and you forever. You know what I mean? And that was, the sex is the vow, man. That's you making an oath. See, a lot of us don't understand that when you think that you having casual sex, you're really making an oath. But ignorantly, you don't know that. And that's why, if you ever notice, they even shown that it's like soul ties, having sex with so many people, you understand? That's why, if you ever notice, people that have sex a lot with multiple partners, they have issues and problems. Like, I'm trying to tell you, like, it was times where I used to just sit back and just analyze women that was promiscuous. I was like, dang, yo, that's actually true. You understand what I'm saying? Like, sex is marriage. That's what your red pill content ain't telling you. Sex is marriage. Once you realize that, then you step back and say, oh man, and also know that you can't leave that man. You can't leave that woman.
Right.
Unless that woman has sex with another man, that relationship don't go nowhere. You know what you would have to do? You'll actually have to get counsel, marriage counsel, to make it work. And I hear a lot of people, they say, well, what about if the person do this and that? That's why you make that person wait the 6 months to a year. No sex at all. I'm going to tell y'all something, right? I learned being in this truth that not having sex with a woman and not having sex with a man is the most beneficial thing while you're getting to know somebody. Because now you're not blinded by having, like, his mission. Most guys' mission is to have sex with you. He see that thing moving, he see you swinging, he see you smell, he smell you, he's daydreaming about it. He wants it. And at that date that he dropping you off, he wants something to go down that night. Here's the thing. If you make a man understand truly, like, yo, I want to get to understand you know what that will help? You not having to have all the heartbreaks, not having to go through all the issues and problems. Because if you go through a couple of seasons with somebody, you'll find out their true nature. You brothers out there, you'll find out that woman is for the streets. Because you might get her during the wintertime. Yeah, it's all good. You know, she want to be all up under you, kicking it with you. Then that weather start breaking in the fall. In the spring with them, y'all. You know what I mean? Sundress come on. Then boom, summertime, Miami trips, booty shaking all on the internet. You know what I'm saying? And then you like, dang, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me fall back from that. And if you move like that, right, you will know that it ain't for you. And before then, you'll probably find out that it's not for you. You sisters, go through some seasons with that brother, man. See if he's a thirsty nigga. You know what I'm saying? Find out make sure that he ain't he don't hurt, abuse children. You gotta watch what you're saying on the internet now. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure that. You got to make sure this person ain't crazy, that they not going to hurt you. Make sure that person don't have some diseases or viruses in them. You know, you want to make sure all these things. You want to get to know them. See if the communication is there. A lot of times we just, oh yeah, the vibe is good. The vibe can get bad. And how is it going to be when the vibe get bad? Is they going to stick around or they going to be around? They ain't going to be around. And that's what you gotta think, like, you know what I'm saying with them, yeah? Like, you gotta understand that. Like when I came into the ISUPK, man, I ain't know how to love no woman for real, for real. I thought I did, but I didn't understand how to love a woman for real, for real. And when I learned how to love a woman, that's when I was like, oh, okay. Now I understand. And one thing I had to do was get myself right. And a lot of us got to get ourselves right. That's why we read Romans 12 and 2. Be not conformed to this world, renew your mind. Know that, brother, you can't be a drug addict. That you can't be around chasing tail. Yes, a man can have multiple wives. That's in the Bible. But don't be a brother that's going around chasing tail. When I'm hitting you up, hey man, we going to camp. You coming to camp? What's up? Now you ain't coming to camp because you chasing tail or you unclean because you up there worrying about pleasuring yourself instead of trying to help the people. You understand it? Then you get yourself in a jam. Then what? You dig what I'm saying? Like we gotta be real wise on that. You gotta understand who you dealing with, sisters. You understand? You gotta understand who you dealing with, brothers. You gotta have discipline. You gotta change yourself. You brothers, you gotta understand and see if that sister can communicate with you. Can she take a check-in? Checking is love, sisters. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
That's right.
I check the hell out of my woman. Why? Because I love her. And I would be an idiot. That's just like most of us when we talk about our friends. Dang, I don't want no friend just to be a yes friend. Yeah, girl. Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's a good joint. No. Tell me when I'm wrong. Tell me when I'm slipping. You understand? My circle always been like that, even when I was in the world. Because I couldn't be around somebody that would agree with everything that I'm saying. Right now, me and my brother is having a whole disagreement right now. He mad at me. It's all right. It's cool. He'll get over it. But he know that neither one of us is yes men. You know what I'm saying? Correction is love, sisters. And that's one thing you want to learn in your life. Most of y'all didn't have your father in your life. So I don't know how it is to have a man give you some instructions, give you some structure. You know what I mean? Because a man is supposed to be your counselor, your provider. You understand, of knowledge. I'm not gonna forget about to answer your question. Let's get to it. I got a couple questions on TikTok. It said, "What is your stance against Israel-Palestine conflict?" It's supposed to happen. It's supposed to happen because none of y'all are supposed to be over there in the land of Israel.
Right.
You understand? And when Christ come back, the only way you would be in that land is by serving Him. You understand? And really, I need to worry about the Black, Hispanic, Native Americans. Is Palestine and Israel worrying about Black, Hispanic, Native Americans? Answer me that, Ian. Is y'all worrying about Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans?
Right.
The of the 12 tribes of Israel. We understand our pedigree. Is anybody caring about us? I don't see nobody caring about us. I don't see nobody speaking up for the Mexicans that is being told that they can't enter through California because they gotta fill out a refuge form because they're going through some hard times in hell, right? And you know how long they said they had to go on the internet and fill out the paperwork. Here's the thing, right? Most of them are so poor that they can't afford a phone. Most of them don't even understand how to operate a phone. And them people was on the go. They don't got time to be sitting out there charging up phones and stuff like that and going to a laptop. And they said it's I think they said it's a 2-month waiting list. So let's focus on that, right? Let's talk about how them children was ripped away from their parents at the border. And because this land is actually majority of the Mexican land, they was turned away from their own land and their children ripped from them. Ian, let's talk about that. What do you say? Minorities will always be targeted because those are the majority are jealous. Yeah. And listen, It's not about us. If you're not Black, Hispanic, Native American, I'm sorry, Ian, you're not us. I care about the Mexican babies that was ripped from their parents and then put back over into Mexico
Right.
to whoever, put in pods, and now they parents don't even know where they at majority of the times. And if you know anything about Mexico, a lot of trafficking is being done in Mexico. Everybody go watch The Sound of Freedom. You'll understand what I'm talking about. I don't got time for TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and all these platforms trying to take this video down. You understand? But Ian, I don't really care too much about what's going on in Israel and Palestine. All I want to do is see Black, Hispanic, Native American faces there in power. You understand? Serving our King Yahweh Shah Mashiach like we are doing today. Let's get out of here. All right, Ian, I'm done. Marriages is a commitment. Can someone help stop addictions of effectively, or do you think is a personal journey? Addiction, for sure, you need help. You know, like even like Christ needed support during his journey. That's why he had them 12 disciples. That's why, you know, he asked them to watch him while he prayed, man. It can be a burden in life. You definitely need brotherhood, sisterhood. And that's another thing too. It's a good thing that you said that, sis, because a lot of y'all listening to the wrong people. Give me Psalms, the first chapter. It might be the 7th verse where it talks about the council. It talks about the council. I need a Bible up here. Can I it's a Bible down there? Let me just grab a Bible real quick.
First verse.
Yeah.
First verse.
Yeah, let's do it.
Psalm chapter 1, verse 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly.
Man, you better stop getting counsel from the ungodly, man. Them sisters, let me tell you something. I done seen a lot of sisters. I'm gonna tell y'all. I remember it was a situation where I was trying to save this relationship, right? Everybody was telling her to do one thing. I was telling her to do the right thing. Everybody broke up the family because she listened to the other people and broke up the family, and then went for something that was even more disgusting, right? And I sat back, and when everything came out, I'm like, you see why you should have listened to me? I try to tell you not to make that move, and you're dead. That's what happens. And because she didn't take the counsel of the godly, she got something back worse. Now, here's the thing about you. Stop listening to these. Like Kiki Palmer clearly listened to everybody that was on Instagram and all on TikTok and all in Twitter telling her, girl, leave him. Oh, you don't gotta listen to him. You ain't married, but you can get on all fours for a man. A man can do whatever he wants to you in the bedroom, but if he don't got a ring on your finger, he can't tell you what to do. Like, and is ass backwards if you look at it. Like, if you want a man to marry you, don't you think that you want to be submissive and be kind-hearted and a sweetheart to your man? Like, I'm trying to tell you, it don't make sense. And I'll be in the comments and I'll just be like, yo, you think that was like, why are y'all trying to break up a family? Oh, because he was on the internet, this and that. Okay. Like a lot of times women don't do things that is out of pocket. Men and women do out of pocket stuff all the time in a relationship. Would I ever told her and him to break up? No. I would just gave them both the understanding of this. Sis, stop going outside dressed like that. And you damn sure ain't supposed to be up in no man's face like that. No matter what, if you got a ring on your finger or not, that's your man. You had a baby by this man. And brother, You should have made sure that she ain't come out the house like that. And from what I'm being told, you was promoting her to live this lifestyle before. Now you want to switch up? You got to really check yourself. You got to check yourself first, brother. And you're a man. Why'd you put your information on the internet? Especially that y'all both got an image in this world. Y'all black family, all eyes is on y'all. Y'all can actually, from y'all having this relationship, y'all can show other people, hey, we all go through stuff, or hey, this is how black families should be good. Look in all these celebrities right now. Where are the long relationships at? the longest relationship that is so focal is what, Will and Jada, and look at how that going. Good night. You understand what I'm saying? Like, again, that ring don't mean nothing to the Lord. What means to him is that y'all had sex. Y'all had sex and y'all made an oath that day or night. That's what the Most High cares about. You're married in his eyes. Right? So again, stop taking information from people that are not legitimate. Right? Ian, the Jews are black, Hispanic, Native Americans. I'm sorry, Ian, but if you ain't one of those, you ain't no Jew. All right, let's get to it. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 20. We are definitely a cursed people, right? And I'm laughing because it's so overwhelming sometimes when you read these scriptures and see the prophecies, see the things that are to come to pass, that can really have you just like, dang, that's crazy, right? Let me know when you got it.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 20.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord shall send upon thee cursing, vexation.
Keep going.
And rebuke all that thou settest thine hand unto for to do, until thou be destroyed.
Hold on. Let's go to the next verse.
Verse 21. The Lord shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee.
Make the what?
The pestilence cleave unto thee.
Keep going.
Until he have consumed thee from off the land.
Let me tell you something, man. Our people are being destroyed by having casual sex or, unwise sex, right? And you got to keep that in your mind. Like, okay, we in 2023. Everybody always want to say that, right? We ain't in those biblical times. We ain't in the 60s and 50s. I hear you. You do know that HIV and AIDS is out here. Monkeypox, don't think that that's gone. Herpes. What else is chlamydia, gonorrhea? Those things exist. And let me tell you something. Everybody want to say, oh, I make people get a test before I had sex with them. No, you don't. You are capping. Who they foot my thumb yard? I ain't in my time, and I don't want to dig deep in my past. But all I'm gonna say is, in my ignorance, without this truth, I never had a woman say, "You got your papers?" Never. And I was a piece of trash. You hear me? Like, I was wild as hell. You understand? And I never had nobody say, hey, shorty ever told me, hey, you got your papers? Like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was they never asked me that. And I never asked them. It was just like, you're taking a risk with your life. Here's the thing. That is evil as hell and it's stupid. You should never do that because you can ruin your chances of having a healthy family. You understand? Thinking with your private parts. Stop. If you want a good man, you want a good woman, Stop thinking with your rod. Stop thinking with your vagina. You know what you should do? Ladies, put a napkin between your legs and don't let it fall on the ground. Brother, stop thinking with your rod. Just cut it out. And brothers, I'm trying to tell y'all, you get way more of an advantage if you make a woman wait. Like, yeah, I ain't trying to have sex. No. You know how many times I told a woman that and they vanished? I'm like, yeah, I ain't trying. Like, that ain't my focus. Like, I'm trying to get to know you. Shorty left. You know what I mean? They fell to the wayside. They understood, like, dang, this nigga different. You got to be different in this world, brothers and sisters. Straight up and down. Like, if you can't continue to live your life like a Christians, you can do as I will. Do as I will. You can do whatever you want in the Christian church. If you're Muslim, you can do whatever you want when you're Muslim. You in all these spiritualities, you can do whatever you want. Whatever you want. It don't matter. God knows your heart, right? Let me tell you something. God wants you to be obedient. He wants you to be wise. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 4 and 5. Show y'all something real quick. Because in the face of the earth, we are seen as low, right? We seen as unintelligent people. Our culture, you know what our culture is now? And what you got to turn yourself away from? The twerking, mass unaliving one another, the drug dealing, the whole drill music, one hurt your own people music. You know what I mean? That vibe. Dressing very promiscuous. Like, there's no reason why I turn on BET and I see Sexy Red shaking her behind in front of some 70-year-old man. Like, I remember being on the block, and when the elderly people came out, we put the weed out. We put the guns up. Everybody moved out the way. Girls might be in the street turning double dutch and stuff. They'd get out the way. Even when the girls was all in our face, they take a time out and say, "Hey, how you doing?" Like, we had respect for our elders. Now, it looked like the Willie Lynch letter is full in effect right now. If y'all know what the Willie Lynch letter is, go look it up. It's no respect. You understand? The young don't respect the old, and the old don't respect the young. When it used to be, we used to show respect to one another, right? We are seen as a very unwise people, but this is what the Most High want us to understand about ourselves and do. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me.
Right.
That ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it.
Go ahead.
Verse 6. Keep therefore and do them.
Do what?
Keep therefore and do them.
The commandments of God. That's how you actually get a real good family, man. Like, the more and more we go away from the Lord, more and more we go into this world of war. You better understand that the Most High is making it very, very understandable that you better come serve Him, or else you're going to get whatever comes your way, right? Let's keep reading.
For this is your wisdom.
This is your what?
Wisdom.
This is your what?
Wisdom.
This is your wisdom. You better gain some wisdom, man. You better change your life. Like I said, stop thinking with your rod. Stop thinking with your vagina. And you need to study. You need to change the way you dress. Change the way you eat. We have a dietary law in the Bible. You stop filling yourself up with all that pork, all that shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster. You understand? You'll start understanding your culture a little bit more, because now you fighting that urge to eat them crab legs and them shrimps and lobster and the pork. You understand? You're going to fall back. Study. Know what it means to be an Israelite, because the Most High is telling you right here. There's no reason why when you go out inside this society, black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are seen as fools when we're supposed to seem as very wise people, man. The commandments is our wisdom. Why? Because we know how to operate with one another. We know how to operate with other people. We know how to be determined. We know how to conduct ourselves. Why? Because we understand if them that have the knowledge of God knows that they are representing God on the face of the earth. That's why in ISUPK, we're so masculine. The men are so masculine. The woman is so feminine. Because we understand that we represent something more than ourselves, more than our fathers and our mothers. We represent God.
Right.
And representing God is representing our family. That's the whole spectrum of it. You understand? You represent God the correct way. Guess what? Black people won't be a laughing stock anymore. These people, you think that don't white people love you? You think these white people love you? This Jewish man, you think that he cares really about blacks, Hispanic, Native Americans? The Bible said never trust your enemies. So I never trust mine. You shouldn't trust yours. And who's your enemies? It's not Keisha up the block that be looking at your man every day and be trying to be all in his face. That's not your enemy. Your enemy is the one that you make sure you run down to work for. This is the part I don't understand, right? Y'all say that a man can't tell you what you can wear. A man can't tell you anything. He ain't your father. So is your boss your father? Is your boss your father? Like, you gotta think, like, if you thinking like that, you would never succeed in relationships. You think that, give me Ecclesiastes 25:16. You think that you think that your man can't tell you what to do? You understand what I'm saying? Matter of fact, hold that. Hold that Ecclesiasticus. Give me Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 22. I think you already know what I'm about to go to, right? Let me tell you something. You better understand when you get a man, you better serve that man. You better love that man. And I ain't talking about serving like you're a damn slave or something. I ain't saying that. I'm saying he has to serve you as much as you got to serve him. Get you a leader, man. Get you a man that is actually going to be there for you. Half of y'all got kids. Make sure that the man can actually lead the kids.
Right.
Y'all giving the box up to niggas that get high. He up here popping Percocets. Is you crazy? I seen this video. They was like, oh yeah, I want a drug dealer. I don't want no 9 to 5. I want a drug dealer. And you know what I said? I said, surely all these women don't learn their lesson. They're going to, you know what's going to be? Let me tell you what it's going to be, right? And y'all brothers better not be this. You better not be the sucker that she settled for in the future. Because she's going to she's going to get it in her head eventually. Man, after all those 70 pictures of rides on her wall, right? All the men that she done had, she's eventually going to say, damn, I need to get me a 9 to 5 brother, a dude that ain't in the mix, a dude that actually going to treat me right. And she going to be like in her 40s and 50s, late 30s. You better not be that sucker, man. You better court her, understand her, and you better recognize, because most of them chicks, man, they don't even sit up there and get themselves together. They put on the front, oh yeah, take me. She done got all the damn kids, and now she wants you to sit up there and be the sucker. You know what's going to happen? When she gets fulfilled, she's going to leave you too. She's going to use you. She's going to manipulate you. I've seen it numerous times. Take my word for it. What I'm putting down, man, it's heavy, but you're going to have to pick it up and put it on your shoulder. All right? Let's read what you got.
Now, Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord.
It said, wives, what?
Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord.
That's a heavy thing right there, sisters. That's why I told you, you better take your time to understand that, man, because God said to what? Submit yourselves what?
Submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord.
Unlike unto the Lord. The same way the Most High tell you to do something, you better be able to do the same thing for your husband. And I know a lot of y'all saying, "Oh, well, you ain't gonna be my master. You ain't my dad." Calm down. Get you a man that you can actually have good leadership with. You know what I'm saying? Like that man has good leadership. You know, it's so many times I done had conversations with sisters and they talk about submission and all that. And I can't be submissive if the man ain't stepping up. And first off, bitch, why are you with him?
Right.
Like what are we talking about here? You done had sex with this man. You was all on fours for this man. He did some things to you in that bedroom. Only you would know, and him. Y'all, you did all this for him, and then you want to say that you can't submit to that man? You're an idiot. You don't know what. This is why the ISUPK is here, to show you how to operate. I'm trying to give you game. Any comments over there? All right, no sir. If y'all got any comments or anything, just questions, type it. TikTok, type your questions. Got any statements, whatever. Type it in. I'm gonna answer. So, you think that that's going to work? Nah, it's not going to work. You understand? Like, you got to understand this. Submitting to your man means that you're allowing him to be your head. That's why y'all want to talk about, you got to have a ring on my finger. Got to have a ring on my finger. Well, don't you supposed to change your last name? You want to know why? Because you are use your head. The same way when the U.S. embassy, when the ambassadors of United States, the diplomats of the United States go to other countries, are they coming in their own house name, in their own personal name, or are they coming in the name of United States? It's the same way, just like you. You're coming in the name of your husband. You represent your husband now. So let's get it right. I'll give you a prime example. I get personal with my wife. I'm in an ISUPK, right? We very masculine in here. We don't play no games. We check you, men and women. You understand? That's how we do it. That's how the Most High told us to do it, right? Now, you have a lot of people try to say, "Oh, y'all this and y'all that." My wife would tell you, "What? My husband is excellent." You know what I mean? Like, he understands and he communicates with me, and he ain't no dictator, what I mean, telling me to bow down to him and none of that. And he's an excellent leader. Now, do we have problems? She'll probably talk some trash about me. I'll talk trash about her. It is what it is. That's my wife. I love her. And we understand one thing, that we are married and we made an oath to the Lord that we would never leave one another. Right? And she knows that when we made that oath, that now she goes out into this world, she represents me now. She understands, obey my husband like unto the Lord. Well, she knows that I'm not a damn dictator. You know what I'm saying? It's not saying that, like you got to agree to everything. No. But don't be rebellious. The same way, Mathumya right here, right? It say obey your masters in the scriptures, right? Meaning what? Obey the man that's over you in rank. It's a military. Y'all want to talk trash? Well, go to the U.S. military or go to the police department and ask them, do they have someone that they report to? And they will say, yeah, I do. It's because we civilians, right? Boom. Here's the thing, right? There's hierarchy everywhere in the world, even at your job, sis. You go to a job, you make sure if you late, you making sure that you hit up your supervisor, your manager, your boss. Hey, I'm running a little late. Hey, I gotta put a request in. You just not doing it yourself, whatever you want to do. So now, because a man that you had sex with, oh, now you look at him as low because why? He's not paying your check. That sounds like you looking for a trick to me. You understand? Listen here. A man is supposed to be over you in that relationship. That man tell you to go in that house to go put on some other clothes, dress more modest. You can say, well, dang, babe, what's wrong with it? Talk to me. And he might tell you, babe, listen, that showing too much. All right, I'll change it. If he's telling you it's showing too much, y'all can have a little conversation, but don't be rebellious. Don't be rebellious. Don't be a loudmouth bitch and try to sit up there and be a dragon in your house. Well, I'm gonna go out and wear it anyway. No. What type of communication is that? It don't even make sense. Like, that's not peace. That add war. You know what's gonna happen? You're going to draw division, and then the house is going to break like every other black household. So if you think like that, you better change your mind. Right? Because at the end of the day, you want your children to have a positive house. And that don't give you a damn excuse to say, oh, it's not positive, so I got to leave it alone. Bitch, you sound stupid when you talk like that. And I'm saying that because I love you. You can't think like that. Sis, you can't think like that. You got to get that bitch out of your heart. Let it go. It's destroying you. It's eating you up. I seen it, man. It's been times I talk to females, man, and I can just hear it coming out their pores. The same way I can hear the bitchness in a man when he talk, and I look in his eyes. Like, nigga, you got to get that bitch out of you, brother. Sis, you got to get that bitch out of you. You ain't gonna never prosper. You brothers that want to trying to worship a woman and all that, you sound stupid. She's going to run over you and have sex with other men behind your back. She's going to go out every weekend and she's going to blow multiple rods and add on her calendar on her wall of how many men she has sex with. She almost at 365 on your behind because you're so soft. You better check your woman, man. You better make sure that your woman don't be a tyrant over you. And you sisters, make sure you don't got a man that is trying to be a tyrant and try to be goddamn Napoleon Bonaparte. You understand? Having you on hands and knees before you come in the house or something. I done heard some crazy stuff. I seen IUIC, man. The purple pigs sit up there and actually have a woman get on her knee before her husband. Like, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want a woman to do that. Now that woman bowing down to me for. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, get your stupid behind. What you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up and down, man. Don't be a rebellious woman. Obey your husband, man. Communicate. You might have some disagreements. Communicate with your husband. Communication is good. And understand this, your man can correct you. He can't tell you no. I know y'all ain't never had nobody tell you no before, but saying no is good. You understand? Like, even times I wanted to do something, the men above me said, Nakar, no. I'm like, Salaki, sir, Nakar, no. Khan, no sweat. And then later I realized they was right. I'm like, dang, I see why they said no. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, there's nothing wrong with that. That helps. One, it helps empower your man. A man that can rule over his house, he has power when he walks outside that door. You understand? He has a power of authority in this world. Because if a man can't lead his home, he got bitch in his heart. You want your man to walk around with bitch in his heart? He can't even sit up there and have his woman in check? Like, I seen yesterday, man, this cat, man, had so much bitch in his heart. He's sitting there, he going at it with the woman because she got bitch in her heart. You can see it both. And they up there tussling. I said, brother, because I ain't about to be put my hands on nobody. I ain't doing all that. Cause if he swing at me, I'm gonna have to put him down. I ain't gonna try to do that. You understand? I said, brother, yo, chill. It ain't worth it. And your ass gonna go to jail. Cops gonna see you, they gonna throw your ass in jail, and you're gonna be fighting a domestic case. I was like, just stop. Right? And I moved on. Why? Because I know that they're like, I can whip dude ass if he was, I can do all that, right? You know what's gonna happen in a couple days? They're gonna be right back together.
Right.
So I'm not about to risk my freedom. And you know, if I see that he's about to kill her, I'm going to intervene. Like, hey, brother. But they was tussling, it was like grabbing all that. Chill. You understand? But a brother like that got bitch in his heart. He don't know just to just walk away or, you know, keep it player. Like, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that's not what you want in your life. You dig what I'm saying? You don't want a man that is going to walk around with bitch in his heart. You need to find out if you do. And do it. Don't do it the way how the world wants you to do it, to be a damn monster. But you need to see if you got leadership skills. Can he be a good father? Do he have the communication skills to check you on something and not be a tyrant? And you understand, is he responsible? Like a lot of y'all sisters, y'all want the money, and looks. That's what y'all want. But here's the thing: do you know the man have a lust for children? Do you have a lust for white women and hookers? Do you know that? Because I know a lot of our children is being touched on, uh, and a lot of men is having sex with promiscuous women on a woman, which can gives a risk of, you know, STDs and HPVs. You understand? So you better start thinking like that. You know what I mean? But we're gonna drop where I got you. Let's go back to Ecclesiastes 25 and 16. I'm gonna show y'all something. Go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 25 and verse 17.
Verse 17, let's get it. Verse 16. Verse 16.
Verse 16.
Uh-huh.
I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
Ooh, you hear that? Like, you sisters, man, this is a twofold scripture. I'm gonna break it down to you. You sisters that's out there, you want to be a loudmouth bitch and you want to argue. You don't want to be a person of reason. You want to argue. I'm gonna tell you a little story, right? I know this chick, man. I tried to help her, right? Tried to tell her, like, listen, you dealing with this brother, right? You're dealing with a brother that I know. I know the brother. See, dealing with him, you need to stop stop bickering and stop starting with him, because it seems as though that he might go upside your head. He got PTSD. Now, let me tell y'all something. The brother, know him from years, right? Nicest brother you'll meet. Give you the clothes off his back, right? Many times I seen him in the crazy situation, then lose his cool. But this woman know how to press his buttons to the point where now he's still with her, but he don't want to live in that house with him. I mean, with her. Barely want to even touch her. You want to know why? And he down there, he went to jail because he just flipped and tried to, you know, it got dark for him. I ain't going to speak on everything, but it got dark. Why? Because the woman was acting so damn wicked to the point where I remember one time I was in the house. I'm in the house and I'm looking at her and I'm like, yo, you don't even care that we here. You just want to start with him. And she just kept poking him and poking him and poking him until he exploded. and then still want to poke him and poke him and poke him. And I'm like, yo, bro, you gotta chill, and yo, you gotta chill because yo, we got kids here. It's a whole situation. Why are you messing with this guy? Read it from the top again.
Come, Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 22.
Right. Verse 16.
Yeah, verse 16.
You skipping over here. Let's get it.
I had rather dwell with a lion.
So I'd rather dwell with a lion. Go ahead.
And a dragon.
Uh-huh.
Than to keep house with a wicked woman.
Is that what you want to be, sisters out there? You want to be a woman that a man would rather dwell with wild beasts than to be in the house with you? Somebody said absolutely right. Let's give him a hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me tell you, we had to give that brother counsel. Gave that brother counsel, man. Got counsel from the generals and all that, and the counsel was get out of the house because the brother he don't like when I'm telling you the brother is so cool. He's a cool brother. You understand? And I know his temperature. Like he would hurt somebody, but that's not his agenda. But this woman just kept, like, we'll be playing the game. Any of y'all know when you got that headset on, you hear everything in the background. All you hear is she call his name and just start nagging. And he like, yo, why you starting with me? And why you know I'm just on the game? I just got on the game. You know what I mean? And we would hear it. All of us in the chat would hear it, and it'd be crazy. Like he'd be like, yo, I'm gonna be back. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be a woman that don't make home peace for your man, right? The same way a man can make a home not peace for you, he has to make it peaceful for you as well. He has to treat you with love and respect. And you got to do the same thing for a man. Don't be at war with a man that you say that you love. Don't be at war with a woman that you say that you love. And you love them, man. Do your best. Because 9 out of 10, you're going to have children. But more importantly, y'all made an oath to the Lord. Y'all had sex. Sex is marriage. Y'all got to make it work. Like, how the hell are you going to sit up there and say that you love somebody, but you don't even got the love for that person? Because love is an action. You don't have enough love for that person to say, you know what? Let me not start with you. Let me not be an asshole to you. I'm talking about men and women. Like, nobody want to deal with that drama. You sisters, man, y'all got to get that drama out of your heart. Get that wickedness out of your heart, man. Let it go. I know that you've been through pain. I know that you suffered for a long time in your life. I know you ain't never had your daddy in your life. I know that ain't nobody never loved you. I know nobody never showed you how, nobody never loved your mom how you would want your mom to be loved. I know what happened to you as a child hurt you, man. I know that all those men that you try to give your heart, but they dogged you out. But you can't carry around that baggage. You can't. Because if you carry around that baggage, you will never get the love that you deserve. You will never, most on Christ, you will never get it. You will always be on a short circuit. You will never hit it's not even a marathon, it's a short circuit, full sprint. You will never get what you actually want, that you think that you want. You can't. I'm gonna tell y'all something like this, right? If you post on social media on a regular, right? Look at what men comment. Look at what men say in your inbox, and do it equate to you being a modest woman. Are they coming to you correct, or are they coming to you like you're a woman on a stripper pole? Is they saying, "Damn, girl, yo behind fat as hell. Dang, that thing fat. You know what I mean? Dang, girl, been that. You know what I'm saying? Is they coming like that? they coming like that. That's a problem. I remember it was a study, right? This woman, she was walking around. Now again, Israelites, we don't do high jobs and all that. But this woman walked around and she was covered up, right? She was covered up, and men didn't really come to her, recklessly, right? They, they just, they was like, hey, how you doing? Boom, boom. Really ain't really say nothing to her, right? Because why, she had on a attire that wasn't revealing, what I mean? But then when she threw on the outfit, the same woman threw on the outfit that was more promiscuous, everybody was hounding at her like a hound dog. Hey girl, what's up, man? What's up, girl? Damn. How you project yourself in the world is how you're going to be addressed, right? Like, I know that, like in the world, like if a shorty came to my house, um, if a shorty came to my house, or if I came to a shorty crib and she had on some, had on some, something that should be only for her man, well, I know, okay, let me run to the store real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let me run down to the store real quick, go grab something real quick, because I know it's going to happen tonight. Versus when I met women that was that was dressed more modest, I was like, well, dang, I don't know. Let me check the temperature. Like it like still, I'm being a dog, but I knew like, dang, well, she might not be like that. However you carry yourself matters. You sisters, you gotta carry yourself a lot more better. Brothers, you gotta get women that carry themselves better. Stop going after these women that you like, these type of females that you see, always in the club, shaking their ass on social media and posting all types of skimpy stuff because you think that that's what you want to take back to your mom and your father. You think that that's what you want to show to your homeboys, and you think that she's going to take down them pictures and stop posting like that when she's in a relationship with you. Most of y'all don't even know how to court a woman, and you only worrying about the good vibes and the looks. And when you get the box and it's all good and gravy, and then man, you might as well be my girl, make it official. And then she's still posting what she posting, and all that. And now it's a problem. Have higher standards. Let's read the next verse.
Oh, God. Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
The wickedness of a woman changeth her face.
Changing her face, man. Keep going.
And darkeneth her countenance.
You know what that mean, man? Is saying that is your aura. It's talking about your energy. It's talking about your appearance. When you're awake, like you would know a woman that. Let me not say that. It's like I'm gonna give you a prime example. If you walking down the street, it's at nighttime, you will know that you will have a sense that that person that's walking down towards you the opposite way, they might want to try to rob you or something. Like you, it's just about their energy. It's about their consonants. It's how they operate in this the attire. You understand? Like read verse 17 again.
The wickedness of a woman changeth her face.
Changes your face, man. You will see it. It's like it's like your whole demeanor. I can like honestly, like when I see these clips or talk shows or podcasts on these red pill content, I like red pill content. I think it's pretty good. For the most part, there's a lot of things I don't agree with, but there's a lot of things I do agree with. One thing for sure, the woman that's on there, the wickedness, you can tell it, you can see it. You know what I mean? Even on Clubhouse. If y'all ain't on Clubhouse, I advise y'all get on there, check it out. But Clubhouse, man, as many times I was on Clubhouse and I heard what these women were saying, I was like, oh my gosh, she's a monster. just off from conversation. Then I might go on their page and I'll look at it. I'm like, I see why you would say all that wickedness that you were saying because you're a wicked bitch. Let's keep going though.
The wickedness of a woman changeth her face,
Uh-huh.
and darkeneth her countenance,
Go ahead.
like sackcloth.
Ooh, go ahead.
Verse 18, her husband shall sit among his neighbors,
Uh-huh.
and when he heareth, it shall sigh bitterly.
Man, yeah, let me let me tell you something, man. Nobody want to hear anything about their woman. Every man want a woman that is going to be of great reputation. Right? Like when my wife, I'm confident that my wife ain't gonna misrepresent me. You understand what I'm saying? Like my wife, she operates the way how she's supposed to. Men, the women in the ISUPK represent their husbands the right way. When we sit around, you're like, yeah, man, my wife, man, she's setting up this food program. Hey, man, my wife, she just got her certifications. Hey, man, my girl, man, she just graduated from grad school. Yo, man, my girl just got a PhD. Yeah, man, yo, my girl just made some food tonight, man. Yo, she be trying to get me fat, man. Like y'all be wondering why brothers in the UPK gain weight and stuff like that because the women that we get, they love us so much. They just want to feed us. They just want to feed us. They just want to love us. After we come home from camp, they want us to tie fight. Listen, I can keep going. You understand? The eyes we good. You know what I mean? Like straight up and down. Like our woman is so a good reputation, man. We understand when it's time to tie fire, we gotta tie it right because she's so amazing, man. So good. Son sent from the Lord, man. Like the woman in the ISUPK is a very rare jewel.
That's right.
Well, give me the scripture where it says a woman, I think it's Proverbs 31, where it talks about is more a righteous woman, a virtuous woman value is over rubies and gold. You understand? Like shout out to Commander Jenny and Hanna. Commander Jenny and Hanna been doing this since the 80s, man. Let's give it a hand to him, man. Showing young black Hispanic Native American brothers, black brothers, Hispanic Native Americans from all ages, showing all the sisters of all ages of the blacks, Hispanic Native Americans on how to serve the Lord again and how to actually set up a family structure, man. Like in here, man, we don't gotta worry about the things that's in the world. And that's what we're trying to give to y'all tonight. That's what we always trying to give to y'all. 365. Ain't you tired of having all these multiple baby daddies? Like the woman in ISUPK, let me tell you, because we keep these laws, statutes, demands, let me tell you how amazing it is. Women in ISUPK don't have the worries of women that saw in the world. Women in the world, sisters, again, we love y'all. I'm telling you the truth. Women in ISUPK, because they listen to Commander Jenny and Hanna, right? They listen to their husbands. They don't have to worry about the worries of, dang, man, is he going to leave me once we had this baby? Dang, is he going to be a good father to this child? Once this baby get here, is he going to switch up on me? Is he going to leave me because I got this fat from the baby? You know how y'all women get a little, y'all got that baby weight. Let me tell you something. The ISUPK, man, the men under Commander Jenny Hanna is going to continue to love you and tie fire because you're such a good reputation. We sit around and men will say, yo, man, I be seeing your rib, man. She be throwing it down. I be seeing them pictures, man. Tell her to bring some food up. Yo, man, you got a good sister, man. Boom, boom, boom. No man want to sit around and hear some crazy stuff about his wife. Like, yo, man, I'm hearing that your wife, man, you know what I mean? Hey, Salaki, I heard that your wife, man, she all up in the brother's face and all that, man. Yo, I seen your wife at the club shaking her behind, you know what I mean? Everything was out, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, man, why your wife was talking about you like that on the internet? And that's another thing, too. Y'all sisters, learn how to shut up on that social media. Everybody don't need to know your business. There's no reason why a man should know, or me, anybody should know outside your relationship of what the hell is going on at all. Keep your relationship off of social media. That's some game for y'all to pick up too. Shout out to Commander Judy Hunter for showing us how not to put stuff on the internet. You know what I mean? Camp leaders would tell you, take that shit down. Salaki for the language. Take that down. What the hell is wrong with you? You sitting out there putting your business all on the internet for? Nobody cares. That's another thing. Nobody cares. All right, let's keep going though.
Proverbs chapter 31, verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman?
Who can find a virtuous woman? Let me tell y'all, brother, son, man. I was just talking to my homie from back in the day, right? What's Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shem, Ashra What's going on, cat? You want the class, sir? I was talking to my homie from back in the day, right? I think you probably know him too, cat. I was talking to my homie back in the day, right? And let me tell you something. I was like, man, you gotta get you a wife, man. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing around and all that, you know. Cause he was talking about, dang, man, you know, I don't got nobody to cook food and all. I was like, man, you need to get your wife, man. Stop playing. And the conversation got to, you know, the truth and stuff like that. And I remember the brother, man, he was like, I was telling him about the class and stuff, and he was like, yeah, man, yo, y'all got some women in there. Like, yeah, it's sisters in there. He's like, yeah, man, I gotta try to see it. Paraphrasing, he got to the point where he was like, yeah, man, I'm trying to see it. I'm like, well, for these sisters, man, you can't get these sisters unless you actually change yourself. You understand? Because why? Read it again.
Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies.
Man, these sisters in the ISUPK price is far above rubies. No money can amount to how special and precious they are. You understand? I had to tell the brother, you gotta change. These sisters, man, they too rare. They too delicate. Women in ISUPK, let me tell you something. You sisters, this is where you got to get yourself to, right? I advise y'all to get in class. That's the ultimate move you got to make. Women in ISUPK, right? They don't walk around with that masculine spirit because they understand that they don't have to carry themselves like that no more. Like they know that Shalom, Yahweh Shem, sir. They know that they don't have to be so they don't, how can I say it? They got brothers, they got a husband, you understand? They got camp leaders, they got commanders, and generals that is going to protect them, right? That's going to be on their side. Like they don't have to have that masculine spirit no more. They can be resting their femininity again, right? Do the things that, and let me tell y'all, sister, something. There's nothing wrong with being a woman. They trying to take it from you right now. The alternative community, TikTok, you ain't kicking me off. God damn it. You understand? They want to try to take away your femininity. You better take charge of that, man. There's nothing wrong with you being delicate. Most High said that a woman in Israel was so delicate, it was like their feet didn't even touch the ground. You don't need to be some woman that's argumentative, angry, combative. I remember I was telling this one sister, man, very combative, to the point where she just kept writing message after message after message after message, always trying to combat. And then it'll be a point where she like, well, let me hear what you guys say. Well, in my head, I'm like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. Because all you have to do is just have the regular conversation. You want to be combative. Like, you can't be combative. You can't be combative and angry and petty. A lot of y'all be petty too. Cut that petty shit out. cut that pettiness out. It is toxic to a relationship. Oh, he did this, I'm gonna do this too. Like, do you want a 2-year, 3-year relationship, or do you want a 50-year relationship, a 30-year relationship? What are you doing this for? I know what the ISUPK, what we looking for. We want 20, we want that 30, that 40-year relationship. You understand? We want to grow together. We want to see our grandkids together. Grandkids come to our house. Hey, babies, what's going on? Like me, I just know I'm going to be on whatever social media that the kid's going to have going viral because they're going to catch me doing crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. I might be on there dancing, trying to do the new dances that the kids might be doing at that time. And I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna go viral, brother. I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Sure, I might make a couple. Me and my wife TikTok or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting y'all understand. Love is good, and you want to cherish that. You know what I mean? Loving someone else is great. You want to make sure that you're on point. I already know. You like what 20 minutes late? Come on, man. It's all good though. So again, let's keep going.
Proverbs chapter 31, verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
Who can find a virtuous woman?
Mm-hmm.
For her price is far above rubies.
Far above rubies. Give me Colossians. Colossians 3 and 19. Colossians 3 and 19. Let's get that. Colossians 3 and 19. Let me tell y'all something, man. The ISUPK got you. We gonna help you out. We're gonna give you the game. Listen, you gotta court. You gotta court. You gotta understand the person that you're dealing with. But before all that, you gotta get yourself right. That's why we read Romans 12 and 2. You gotta get the wickedness out of your heart. You gotta get that pain, all that suffering that you endured over the years. Good night. Like, every man is not your ex man, right? So you shouldn't bring that baggage to him. Like, you ever was talking to a chick, right? And y'all a little bit in or whatever, or you in a relationship with the chick, and she start acting a little bit impulsive. Like, she might want to know, where you at? What you doing? She might go through your phone or something. Like, she might be doing a couple things. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like something that she did in her past relationship. You ever went through that with them yet? Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? You sleep, she checking your drawers. Or you in the shower, you get out to come back to get a bar of soap out of the closet, and you see her in the joint checking your drawers. Like, yo, what the hell is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? She going through your pants pocket and all that. Like, yo, chill. Ladies, you don't gotta do that. You gotta forgive whoever hurt you. Brothers, same thing to you. There's a lot of y'all going to these relationships with baggage, and you should have courted her to make sure you can trust her. Now you going into this relationship and you looking all through her phone. Oh, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? You clocking her, and you know you suspicious all the damn time. Why don't you just chill, fall back, get yourself right, get all that bitch out of your heart? You understand? Stop, get all that white Jesus out of your heart, and then go out and try to get you a woman, so you can be a good leader, a good father. You understand? Because a lot of you brothers, man, y'all going in there. A lot of these sisters be saying, yo, like, I'm not your ex. Like, why did you try and bring that on to me? And a lot of brothers, these sisters, a lot of these brothers is saying that y'all bringing in old baggage. So we gotta let that go, right? Know what is good for you, man. Know actually what is positive for you, and understand this: that you can't leave that. God said that you can't leave that man. You can't leave that woman unless she has sex with another man. And you sisters, You understand? Understand that your body is sacred and every man shouldn't touch it. Only one man should touch you like that for the rest of your life. Just one. So you actually want to get a good man, you got to think like that. And once you start thinking like that, now it starts to narrow down. You like, well, dang, God said that I gotta obey this man like unto God. So okay, well, I can't be with him because he's a drug addict. He's in the streets. I can't talk to him. He's in IUIC. He's a purple pig. His leader send rod pics and to other men in the congregation. So can't deal with him. Dang, he's a drug addict too. Dang, he beats on women. He giving me pedophile vibes. I ain't dealing with him. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he give me alternative lifestyle vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna have to think like that. You courting and you're not giving nobody sex. And that's the top game ever. You ain't giving no that person sex, man. They going to be sitting there. You good with them yet? Yeah. Hey, you ain't giving them sex, man. They gonna be sitting there like, yo, dang, I can't pull no tricks out the hat. Like, brothers, that sister going to actually show you what she worth. Because a lot of times these women say, what you bring to the table? This pussy. This pussy and motivation. Pussy and motivation. He good. That's all he need. That's it. You understand? Like that's all they bringing to the table, brothers. So yeah, for sure. Make sure she bringing more to the table than some pussy. You know what I'm saying? Make sure she bringing you know, stability, making sure that she bringing, you know, motherhood skills, you know, nurturing spirit. You understand? Full support, ride or die. What else? Cooking, cleaning, you know, understanding, communication. I don't never hear that one, Mathum. I'm big on that. Good night. Like we intellectuals in here. You think I need to have a dumb conversation with you? I tried that before, brother. Being in the truth. All this knowledge that Commander Jenny Hanna is shoving into my brain. I'm like this. I'm like, hold on. I can't deal with this. You know what I mean? I'm sitting there, I'm trying to talk to him like I can't even have an intellectual conversation with you. I can't even correct you. You can't even understand where I'm coming from. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. Maybe somebody else can have this problem. I don't want it. You know what I mean? And straight like that, man. I dip out of there. You know what I'm saying? But again, you know, everything that we putting down is heavy. You better pick it up. Let's read the scripture that you wrote. I know we coming up on time. This is gonna be the last scripture. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. ISUPK Trenton, YouTube, ISUPK Philly, YouTube. All right, let's get it.
Right. Colossians chapter 3, verse 18. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as it is fit in the Lord.
As it is fitting to the Lord. Submit yourself to your husband, man. Ain't nothing wrong with submitting to your husband. You keep him. You're damn sure keep your man. You got you a good man. Get you a good man. Don't get no Negro that's selling drugs and getting high. I done seen a video. They talking about, oh, I want a drug dealer. I don't want no 9 to 5. He boring. That's why you get hit upside your head with guns. He choking you up till your eyeballs about to pop out of your head, putting his hands on you. You getting UTIs. Ain't that what it is? Your pH balance off. You getting, you know what I'm saying? pH balance off because he having sex with promiscuous women and coming back to you. They ain't even wash his behind, giving you all types of UTIs and all of that. Talking, you know, they say, oh, I ain't share. I ain't what? I ain't sharing my man. You share your man. You want the drug dealer. You want the cat that is. You want the man that is everybody is all hype over. You want that it guy, right? And you don't give a damn about all that. Listen, you can be against polygamy all you want. You're going to share your man. That's another thing too. Learn how to share your man, but understand to get you a righteous man. You understand? Those you sisters out there, man, y'all is sharing your man with TikTok. You ain't clipping me. You sharing your man with shit. What can I say? Promiscuous women. You're sharing your man with promiscuous women. Women for the streets. You kissing them. You kissing woman that's for the streets that's dirty, and you getting that because you don't want the man that is actually trying to do right by society. You want the man that is destroying society. So because you want a man that destroys society, now you're going to get what the society get, dirt. You're gonna get a dirty deal. You understand? When I seen that video, you can see it the same way the scriptures say you can see it on their face and their countenance. You see it like, yo, that's what they want. They make their bed, they gonna lay in them a thumb yard. And again, y'all brothers better not be the type of guys that say, "Oh well, I'm going to I love her, but I love her though." That's what they be saying. We used to make jokes about that. You understand? Like I remember it was a time, man. You wiped a woman for the streets, man. It was like, oh my gosh, we were making jokes of you. Oh my gosh, what? Let me tell you how crazy it was, right? Even if you got a woman that was for the streets, something from the store, you'll get clowned. Oh, he in love. I thought, yeah, you're a little too young. I don't think that your homie was rocking like that. I don't know, but I'm a little older, so it was like that. I remember when everything switched. I said, hold on, so y'all got Uber Eats, niggas now? And niggas is I remember I took a time out from social media, right? For a year. I come back. John was like this. I'm like, yeah, I ain't giving a chick for the streets nothing. That was my whole thing. Like, ain't nobody ever gonna pimp me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no trick. You ain't my girl, you ain't something that I'm you know what I mean? I'm playing personal. I ain't buying you nothing. That's how I was rocking. Why? Because a promiscuous woman was frowned upon, right? Let me tell you how the time changed. This is why I'm telling y'all brothers better get in class. You sisters better get in class. Let me tell you how crazy it is. I'm on Facebook talking. Boom. They like, what? You sound broke. What you mean? How I sound broke? I don't know her. You know what I mean? Like that. She could be trying to play me on my spot. So lo and behold, them chicks that was all in them comments trying to clown me and saying that I was wrong and all of that, you know what wound up happening? They wound up exposing that's when that whole era, oh yeah, that's my Uber Eats nigga, and all under the context when that first happened. Oh yeah, that's the dude that get me my Chinese food. That's the dude that get me my seafood. And I started seeing, I was like, sheesh, good night. Like, yo, y'all going out bad like that. Like straight up and down, man. Like, you gotta have standards. Love yourself, man. This goes both ways, men and women. Love yourself, man. Have some standards. You understand? Cause me, I got high standards, man. Like, I'm polygamous. If a woman ain't coming like my wife or harder, I don't want you. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Like if you fall short a nickel, I'm good. Because I'm that protective over my name. The same way everybody else should. You should be protective over your name. Because when I got with my wife, I told her, I said, listen, baby, I serve under Commander Jenny Hanna. Listen, I'm I'm polygamous. This is my culture, right? You know, Commander Jenny Hanna has me fully active doing the work of the Lord. So gonna be sometimes I'm not gonna be home. It's gonna be sometimes my time is gonna be tied up between doing the work of the Lord and slaving. I love you. I care about you. Listen, I want to do this, but is you sure? Like she understood everything and still standing on business till this day. Just give her a hand. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my wife because she understands. Talk to her and all that. Boom, yo, this is how we gonna have to move. Boom, boom, boom. And there was no questions after that. You understand? And we got to get to a point where we all have a balance in our life. And that's why I feel like a lot of us don't have. Like a lot of us don't have balance. And because we don't have balance, we never get the key to success. You know, it's like you walking that plank. You got balance, you walking that thing like it's no problem. But when you allowing the tides, you're allowing the wind to mess with you, you're going to wind up falling or slipping. You're going to try to pull yourself back up, but a lot of us don't pull ourselves back up. You understand? Let's keep reading.
Colossians chapter 3, verse 19. Husbands, love your wives.
Love your what?
Your wives.
Love your what?
Love your wives.
Love your wives, man. That is an order from the Lord. You better love your wife, man. You better not treat her like she's worthless. You love your wife. You hear her out. You care about her. You be there for her. Tend to her needs. You can't just be going out here just getting wives and, you know, getting a wife or wives and don't care for them. Don't make sure that they're fine and making sure that, you know, they're right mentally. You got to care for them, man. And this is another thing, too. Even though polygamy is lawful, everything is not expedient. Meaning, just because you can have multiple wives don't mean that you should have them. Because a lot of you cats still got bitch in your blood. A lot of y'all don't even know how to lead men. That's what I always tell brothers. I'm like, you should learn how to lead men before you try to lead, you know what I mean, lead multiple women. Because a lot of times, definitely in ISUPK, men that know how to lead men properly know how to lead women properly. You understand what I'm saying? Like, just because a man can have multiple wives don't mean that you need it. That don't mean that you should do it. See, on the red pill content, they say, oh, yeah, man, you can have multiple women. And they promote it, but we give a disclaimer. Everybody shouldn't have multiple wives. Many of y'all shouldn't have wives, period. A lot of y'all just so damn weak and disgusting that you don't need to have wives. Half of y'all don't even need to be around children because you have your, like Blueface. I'm going over time. Good night. Blueface had strippers in the house and sat up there and was like, dang, son, what you gay or something? Why you ain't out there looking at all that tail that's in the other room? Like, that's a guy that don't need no woman, man. He don't need those children in his house. Them children should be taken away from him. The same way with the girl Carisha, the one that's sharing her man that is openly sodomite, right? Because Diddy is gay. He's like bisexual. So she's sharing her man with a bisexual, and then her son is being seen inside of a strip club throwing money. And then someone was like, why you got that 6-year-old boy in there? She said, he's 10. I was just like that, brother. I said, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, that makes it better. Like, that's who somebody procreated with, though. Like Christian Rock. Like, let me tell you something about Blueface, right? Let me tell you how he don't deserve to have a wife. Christian Rock is clearly a sister that is destroyed, right? I seen the show. Shoot, you know what they was doing all the time throughout the show? Drinking and getting high. He didn't realize as the head of that relationship. Oh man. Hold on. TikTok trying to do me dirty, y'all. Oh, we was doing numbers too. Shout out to TikTok. But yeah, so instead of Blueface, and it's crazy, right? Everybody can twerk all on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? You can show all types of tail and damn near your body parts and all of that, but I can't talk about the truth. Whatever. Christian Rock clearly shows that she needed counseling, but he get allowing her to get drunk and have alcohol. You understand? Seeing the episode, she hit him in the back of the head with a Hennessy bottle. Them things is thick. Them things is thick. Like that ain't something that you just do. And he actually had her in the counseling, and she was drunk and like, bro, why would you bring her to a counseling session and she's drunk? Like she's destroying your name. That's why everybody was what? Playing the hell out of him. Yo, man, you a sucker, bro. You don't got no control over that girl. You understand? What he should have done is got her some help that she needed, got her in the rehab, and got her head on straight, and did the same for himself. That's what a good man would do. But because he's a disgusting individual, he sat up there and further destroyed that sister and publicly humiliated her on social media and on the airwaves. And that's what you don't want. Learn from other people's mistakes for sure. Look at Will Smith. Learn from his mistake. Don't marry a Jada. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up and down. But I think we're gonna kind of end it up on that. We definitely coming up on the time. Time is definitely over. I'm gonna land with this. I'm gonna put everything into a nutshell. You come into the ISUPK, come learn, come understand who you are, come understand your heritage. Stop. Don't just be online with it. Come in class. Get yourself right. We'll definitely show you all the mechanics and all the tools that you need to be successful, especially in the love department. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here talking like the love doctor. I don't know. A lot of y'all probably don't know. Mathumya, you're a young boy, so I know you probably don't know. It's a movie called Police Academy. Police Academy, and the dude that make all the sound effects and all that, he said it was Dr. Love. And he was giving boy game. But man, I was like that tonight, man. Shout out to y'all, man, for tuning in. All jokes, but in all realness though, you for sure want to evaluate yourself. Evaluate yourself. Be real with yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Be real. You be real with yourself so that you can prosper. You don't want to be a person that lies to yourself, because if you lie to yourself, you know what's going to happen. You're going to be in domestic violence. Your children can be touched. They can take all your money. They can bring something home to you that you might not be able to get rid of. I mean, we can keep going. It goes both ways for men and women. Gotta utilize wisdom. And the only way to do that is coming back to the laws, statutes, and commands. And that concludes the law class. I thank y'all for tuning in. Shout out to all y'all at home. Definitely appreciate y'all tuning in. Definitely appreciate the love that y'all be giving. I see the support. I thank y'all, man. Make sure y'all keep tuning in class. Tell your loved ones, tell your homies. You know what I mean? With that, shalom. Thank y'all for tuning in.